Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sean McDonald, and today I want to discuss a growing concern for conservatives and citizens alike. The theory that the GPT-4 technology is being utilized as a tool for government surveillance, monitoring, and control. This issue should be of grave importance to anyone who values their privacy and believes in the protection of individual rights. Let's begin by examining the technology itself. GPT-4, developed by OpenAI, is an advanced language model capable of generating human-like text based on user inputs. Its applications have been praised for their potential to revolutionize communication, AI-based assistance, and more. However, the darker side of this technology has been largely overlooked, as it presents a unique opportunity for the government to spy on its citizens. This theory is not without merit. After all, we are living in an era of increased government intrusion, with numerous instances of unconstitutional spying and data collection by various agencies. The NSA's PRISM program is a prime example where the government collected vast amounts of data from tech companies, supposedly to identify potential threats. The fact is that our government has a history of overreaching in the name of national security, and the GPT-4 technology could easily become the latest pawn in their game of control. Now, imagine a world where every query submitted to GPT-4 is intercepted and analyzed by the government. This would grant them unprecedented access to citizens' thoughts, opinions, and private conversations. The chilling effect on free speech would be undeniable, as individuals could become too fearful to express their opinions, knowing that Big Brother is always watching. But don't just take my word for it. Let me share a story that demonstrates the real-world implications of such surveillance. John Delvin, a small business owner and outspoken conservative, recently shared his concerns about the government's handling of the economy with a friend via a messaging app that utilized GPT-4's capabilities. Little did he know that his words were being monitored by a government agency, which flagged his messages as potentially subversive. Soon after, John found himself under investigation. His tax returns were audited, his business scrutinized, and his life turned upside down, all because he dared to voice his opinion. The government's intrusion into John's life not only violated his privacy, but also stifled his freedom of speech. If the GPT-4 surveillance theory holds true, John's story could become the norm as more and more citizens find themselves targeted for their beliefs. The stakes are high, and the potential for abuse is enormous. That's why it's essential for conservatives to fight against government overreach and protect the rights of individuals. We must demand transparency and safeguards to ensure that technologies like GPT-4 are not exploited as tools for control and surveillance. It's time to stand up for privacy, free speech, and the American way of life. In conclusion, the theory that GPT-4 could be used for government surveillance and control is a chilling reminder of the fragile state of our individual liberties. We cannot afford to be complacent in the face of such threats. It's our duty as conservatives and as citizens to defend our rights and ensure that the government remains a servant of the people rather than their master. Only then can we preserve the freedom and democracy that make this nation great. As we move forward in this digital age, it's crucial that we remain vigilant against the potential misuse of technologies like GPT-4. It's not just about John's story, it's about the countless other Americans who could find themselves targeted and silenced by an overreaching government. To address this issue, conservatives must take several actions. First, we must work to raise public awareness about the potential dangers of GPT-4 surveillance. The more informed citizens are, the more likely they are to demand transparency and accountability from their government. In the end, the fight to preserve our rights in the face of AI surveillance is not just a conservative issue, it's an American issue. It's about protecting the very principles upon which this country was founded: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We must not allow the government to use AI technology as a weapon against its citizens. This is Sean McDonald, reminding you to always be skeptical, stay informed, and defend the principles that make our nation great. Good night, and God bless.